Unfortunately for you, this will have to be in English. So let's go. Madam, are you ready? This is fine in English? Yes. She looks... Okay, cool. So my name's Clint. I'm from VEX Robotics. We're a US company based out of Texas. You're probably wondering who we are and why we're here. We have just launched in your country, and we've partnered with Euro suppliers, and you can catch us on the stand just out here. I hope you will come and visit. So yes, we're from Texas. We've been around since 2004, and we supply competitive robotics and classroom robotics and computer science products across the world. We have offices in the US and Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, and of course in Europe. We have a warehouse in Luxembourg. So this is fun. This is the footage from our World Championships, which actually happens again in about 3 weeks. We have the largest high school level robotics competition in the world, and as you can see, it's very, very big. In 2023, we had approximately 30,000 attendees from across the world, from all corners of the world, from Africa, from Asia, from Europe. Unfortunately, none from Greece, but that's about to change. Very important for us that the education feeds into some real world activity. So this is the goal for us when we're teaching students and when students are working with our products, our robotics and our computer science tools in the classroom, that they have an objective that they can work towards. And our robotics championships that happen all over the world is just the ticket for that. So I'll just give you a quick overview of our product range. We have a continuum that starts at kindergarten with VEX 1, 2, 3, then moves up with VEX Go, where they begin building and coding. VEX AIM is a new robot that we have, so it's purely a computer science robot. So they're learning to code with AI with that robot. It has an AI camera on board that processes on board. VEX IQ is where our competition starts. Then moves on to VEX EXP, which is for high school level, and V5 is the competition component of that. We have that factory-looking robot right there is called VEX CTE. So that's our career training robot, and we have a lot of this going into industry as well as into education. Later on in the year, we have drones. Some mixed feelings about drones, I know, but trust me, we're going to make a good product that's safe in the classroom. In addition to the robots, we have everything ready to go for the teachers and the educators to use our robots in the classroom. We have the curriculum already written from kindergarten all the way through to university. We have a support network with PD+, which is a part on our website where teachers from all over the world come together on the message boards, swapping ideas, exchanging code, all that sort of thing. Our VEX Code software, which is what we use to code our robots and teach computer science, is readily available across every platform. The competitions, of course, and we have an extensive library of documentation for teachers to access. I should say all of this is free. So we have a department in the US who write the curriculum. They all were teachers in their careers at some point. So everything we have for the teachers to consume is written by teachers, for teachers, understanding that teachers have limited time to learn and implement new teaching content. So I think that's a very important point that we make. And it's what distinguishes us from our competition. We also have VEX certification for the teachers. Now I know this probably means a little in Greece at the moment, but in the US and Canada and certain Latin American countries, teachers complete our VEX certifications. They become VEX certified and they receive a certificate that they can actually use to further their careers. And in some schools in the US actually list on their websites that they have VEX certified teachers on board on their staff. So that's obviously the goal. We're a long way from having that level of penetration in Europe, but we're slowly getting there. STEM labs. So this is essentially our curriculum that we write. So our STEM labs are written in a way that's designed to quickly take the students from beginners to competent roboticists and computer scientists while having fun and developing important soft skills. So a common thread through all of our curriculum is teamwork, problem solving, sharing, all that sort of, all that good vibe stuff is a common thread through all of our curriculum. We're certified by CAST, which is a leading organization that certifies that content used for EdTech is valid, and it's often recognized and respected in professional development portfolios. So that's the elevator pitch for VEX. So now I'm going to move on to some thoughts that we have about why AI should be integrated into education. So just as email became part of everybody's lives in the 90s, the use of AI is quickly becoming a normal part of life. It's changing the workplace, it's changing the job market, most importantly for upcoming generations, and it's quickly changing the speed that information and decision-making comes to us at all levels. So it's unavoidable, and use proficiency will be critically important for the generation of kids that are being taught in schools right now. So you know this quote, you cannot use a calculator effectively if you don't know how to multiply. And essentially this states that it's a metaphor for the idea that tools, no matter how powerful they are only truly useful when the user understands the fundamentals. And that's an aspect that we consider when building our curriculum. And computational thinking forms a large part of our curriculum, from kindergarten all the way through to our university level products and curriculum. So computational thinking, I don't need to explain what that is to anybody in the room. Taking large issues and breaking them down into manageable parts, recognizing patterns, abstracting details, and designing step-by-step solutions, something that I'm sure everybody in this room takes on board and does. And of course, it's growing as a form of how we teach in the classroom. So I'll start with the basic computer science concepts. So this is essentially our first stage product, a cute little robot that has a vision sensor and a line tracker, an accelerometer on board, very quick and simple to use. So we use this in primary school and early education to demystify computer science and big words like algorithm. So the teacher can actually use this with these slider cards to build an algorithm. It's a nice thing to have at the front of the class, and the students can build their own algorithm and push the code to the robot which executes it, which is really nice for the students to see a tangible result in real time. So then we can go from very simple activities. So how do you get your robot to go from here to there? What's the quickest path? How many turns do you need to make? Just building that logic pattern. And slowly, I guess, we're tricking them into learning computer science. So I've showed you the coder and cards. I'm going to skip through these because I know we're behind schedule. Of course, things that go wrong are all part of the fun of the learning process. So we give the students free rein to do whatever they like, and hopefully they make mistakes and learn from them. So the goal with VEX 123 is for students to have a fundamental knowledge on computer science that they can then apply to developing an understanding of AI. Data logging is very important because this is essentially how the AI learns itself. So we show the students through our robots and through the software the data that's being collected by certain vision cameras and AI sensors and other sensors on the robot, so they can then collate that and understand it and be taught what exactly this means and how to affect the robot coding based on the data that the robot's giving back to you. We build the foundation of this through all of our curriculum and all of our robotic content, and again, I encourage you to come and see it in action on our stand. Teaching with AI sensors. An AI vision sensor is a sensor that not only catches images but also processes them using machine learning algorithms on board. So I guess a normal vision sensor captures raw image data just like a camera. Processing is done externally on a computer or a microcontroller, but an AI vision sensor captures and analyzes the images in real time using trained models on the device. So in short, a normal vision sensor on a robot is just an eye, but the AI vision sensor is the eye plus the brain. So here, if you can see, I'm not sure if that is clear to you, but this is some screenshots from our software. So as you can see, the vision sensor is giving more data than just the color or the distance. It's actually telling the user the size, the height, the width of the object, the orientation that it has. And these are all important parts of understanding how an AI works with these vision sensors. We use April tagging in a lot of our computer science curriculum. We find it is much easier to use for the students, and they can understand the orientation and use practices much more clearly. I'll skip through these. So essentially, this is a cute little, we obviously all know that that's a sheepdog, but an AI camera needs to be continuously trained with new data in order to be certain. And you can see if I went back to the previous slide, that's the screenshot, the AI camera shows a percentage next to the image of how sure it is, what it knows what it's looking at. All of our AI cameras process the information on board, so no student data is being transferred to the cloud. A lot of product actually sends the AI information to the cloud to process, then brings it back to the device. With our robotics with AI curriculum, everything's processed on the unit and the computer on board, so there's no issues with compliance. I'm not sure if this is a big issue for you, particularly in Greece, but in markets like Germany and the US and Canada, it's quite a big deal. So, in summary, this is who we are. We are VEX. We've been in the market a long time. We're very happy to be launching in Greece. My goal is to see many, many Greek robotics teams in the competition performing well in the US. Our partner is Euro Suppliers in Greece and in Eastern Europe, and I hope to see you on the stand. Thank you.